Hello viewers, welcome back to Huel's Kitchen, where today we'll be showing you how to prepare a turkey. Here's our turkey that we'll be using today. First thing you want to do is remove this plastic. You just push one side to get the other side out. As easy as that. What we're going to do next is soak our turkey in vinegar and water so we can get it clean. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our 4-ounce bowl of white vinegar, place it in the water, and then take our turkey shortly after, place it in the water, let it sit for about 8 to 10 minutes before we start cleaning, and then season it. Now I'm going to place the vinegar in the water before I add my turkey to it. Remember, leave it in there to sit for about 8 to 10 minutes before you start cleaning. So what you want to do is about 4 minutes in, remember to flip your turkey since the breast isn't submerged under the water. Just turn it over and let it sit for another 4 minutes. What I'm going to do now is start cleaning our turkey. We're going to take out all these. I want to take all these out. You want to get rid of all the fat, everything that's in there. Just all you got to do is pull it out. Take a knife, cut off all the extras. See that, guys? You want to take all this out, all that. Now we're gonna cut the tips off on the wings. It's just my choice. So just try and give yourself some room on the cutting board and get in the joint. It's not as easy as it looks, but there you go. Now we're gonna take this one off. There you go. Make sure you get rid of all the fat, whatever fat that there is around here. Let me move this turkey neck. Take that out. You want to cut that off. So you guys can get a better view. There you go. Whatever's on there, just try and remove as much unwanted fat. If there's any like feathers that's left on there, try and remove that also. Now I know that, you know, whenever you're cleaning like chicken, but for instance, well, we're doing a turkey, if you don't see any feathers and you want to know if there's like any small ones that you're not seeing, just take your knife and just scrape it on top of the turkey. Look at that. And you do it to the whole turkey just so you can get off whatever's on there. See, these are the feathers I'm talking about. Look at that. You use a knife, erase them. All you gotta do is just pull them off. See? There's a little one. let's get seasoning. So just a reminder not to remove this. This is it's gonna give you an indication that, hey, this turkey is fully cooked once it's popped out. So don't remove it. It's kind of like here I have a layout of the seasoning I'll be using. I have onion powder, chicken adobo, black pepper, salt, lemon and pepper. I have pollo asado. I have paprika, complete season, Cajun season, and Creole season. I also have meat sauce, dry basil, Italian seasoning, half stick of non-salted butter. I have some thyme and 5 cloves of garlic. Now what I want to do here is take both my Italian seasoning and my dry basil, add it to my butter, and that way I can stuff it in between the turkey breast and the skin, so when you're cooking it, it have all that juice and the flavor of both seasoning. What I'm going to do now is take the butter with Italian seasoning and dry basil and stuff it in between both the turkey breast and the skin. So you can either just scoop it out and stuff it in there, or you can make like I would say flat butter and just like stuff it in there. That way you're not fighting to even it out. Just take your time, do what you're doing. Just remember you want it to marinate real good overnight, and when you start cooking it, have all the juices and flavors of the seasoning that you put in there. So you notice what I did. I shaped the butter. So whenever you get them in there, all you can do is just press down and it'll make it bigger. That way you're not like, you know, trying to get everything in there. See? All you gotta do is just press. And then it spreads out. Instead of you going in there and be like, oh, I just gotta get everything everywhere. You want to get everything out of your bowl. Everything. Now we can like press this bad boy to spread it all out. I'm gonna take my garlic and I'm gonna stuff it on the inside of my turkey, and I'm gonna just spread it all around in there. I don't want too much garlic in there anyway, so if you're a garlic lover, you can always put more than 5 cloves. It's your choice. It's always your choice on what you want to use and how much you want to use. So just to give you a peek of what underneath there looks like. There's the butter, the thyme, the basil. See, I add some thyme in there. The basil, the Italian seasoning. Just want to give you guys a sneak peek. Look at that. We're gonna mix up our seasoning now so we can, you know, get it on our turkey. I'm just gonna use my hand and mix everything. You don't just want to like throw the whole seasoning on there without mixing it. You want to get it first. Let's get it on there. So I'm just gonna lightly sprinkle the seasoning on top of it first before I rub it in there. I'm gonna do the top part first. Then I'm gonna move on to the inside. Then I'm gonna flip it over and proceed on the other side. Massage it real good, guys. Real good. Now let's get a little bit of the seasoning in there. Remember to rub it all around. So whenever I'm done putting seasoning on the turkey completely, then I'm just gonna rub the remaining seasoning on there because I want it to season properly. Oh, it looks so good. We're gonna flip it over and get the other side. The mixture smells so good. Can't forget about these bad boys. Remember, you want the seasoning to soak into the meat, so just put everything on there. And get the legs under the wing. Look at that. See, you want to get all underneath there. You don't want to miss a spot. Don't forget about the turkey neck. I know it's by itself, but just don't forget about it. So what I'm going to do is flip the turkey over again and get enough season on that side. Rub a little bit more on the inside. Look at that, just like I didn't season it. Just go back, add some more. TLC the turkey, guys. TLC the turkey. Also remember, you can put some more in there. It's all about distribution. The last little bit, and then I'm going to add my meat sauce to it, and we are done. It smells so good. So good. Don't forget to wipe your hand off, guys. And put it right back on there, see? And we are done. We're gonna let it sit overnight, and we're gonna cook it. Now that we have our turkey marinating overnight, this is what it looks like. Smells really good. So we're gonna move on to our vegetables. I went ahead and cut up some peppers. I've used yellow, orange, and red bell peppers. I have some carrot here. I know some people love to use chunks of carrot, but I love small pieces of vegetables in my stuffings. Also, we have here onions, and to put a twist on our stuffing, we went ahead and used some bacon. Should be good. We have here half stick of butter and our stuffing mix along with our chicken broth. So what I'm going to do now is add, instead of using water, I'm going to use chicken broth along with the butter, let it melt and bubble a little bit before I add my bacon and my vegetables, and then I'm just gonna add my mix and get down to business with the turkey. Let's go ahead and add our butter first. We're gonna let that melt up a little bit before we add the broth. Just stir it around in there. Love the smell of melted butter. You don't have to wait for it to fully melt. You can always go ahead and add your chicken broth or turkey broth. It's your preference. Just go ahead, because you know the liquid's going to heat up, so it'll melt it a little bit faster. So you should be good. All right, we're going to add a cup. First, we're going to add a cup of chicken broth and see if that's enough. If not, then just add another half cup and let it bubble up. I don't know about you guys, but I love me a moist bread stuffing. Yeah, we could add another half. We're just gonna wait for this to melt. So I didn't say it, but I have my stove on medium because I didn't want my pot to get overheated, because burnt butter does not smell nice. But in the meantime, while it's melting, to give it a little, to get it boiling a little bit faster, you can move it from medium to in between high and medium, just so it can melt a little bit faster, so you're not here all day stirring. But after this is done, I'm just gonna add my extra half cup, which is a cup and a half of chicken broth. And then I'm just gonna add my vegetables to it along with my bacon. And we'll get down to stuffing our turkey. After adding our last half cup of chicken broth, I'm going to add my carrot. I know some people stir fry it, but come to think of it, you're gonna stuff it in a turkey, so it's gonna get moist, so it doesn't really matter what you do with it. Next, I'm going to add my onions, favorite. And then after that, I'm going to add the peppers and let that cook down a little bit. And then I'll wait a few and then add my bacon to it. Smells good already. Now that I've added the bacon, we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit longer, about a minute or two. Then we're gonna add our stuffing mix. But I don't know about you guys, but after Thanksgiving is over, I'm gonna gain a pound or two, definitely. The smell is amazing. This is what our mix look like. I don't know if you guys smell it before, which most of you have, but you can smell the seasoning there. So now we're gonna go ahead and add it to our vegetables and bacon. Just gonna let it absorb all the water. See the seasoning mix? Look at that. So you shouldn't have to add any extra seasoning unless you want to, if it's not up to your standard. Look at this. It absorbed all the liquid. The smell is fantastic. I think I can eat this all by itself without putting it in the turkey. I should be full when I'm done with it, I think. Here comes the fun part. Now we're gonna put the stuffing inside of our turkey, but before we do that, we gotta flip our turkey over. Make sure you're holding it good. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. All the seasoning. Oh my gosh, look at the butter. Hey, look at our turkey neck. Hello. I was gonna use a spoon, but knowing that my hand is already full of the seasoning, I'm just gonna use my hand. Just remember, it's warm, so just try not to burn yourself. You can always use a spoon if you want to, but I'm just using my hands. They're clean, so just get it in there. It smells so good. Oh my Lord, I'm ready to eat. Look at the steam coming out of that. Looks so good. You can know it's gonna taste good. I'm just gonna enjoy it all over the 4-day weekend, because one day of just eating turkey, I don't think it's enough. You want to make sure you get everything in there. Even if it falls out, just force it back in there. It's a big turkey, so I'm sure you can get everything in there. I had my husband tried it, the stuffings. He was like, I can eat that, just that by itself. So we're on the same page. Oh, little piece got away. Look at that. To make our turkey even juicier, we're gonna add the jalapeno and butter marinade. We're just gonna inject it all over our turkey, just to give it that extra juiciness. Look at that. You can see that it's raising. It's amazing. So we're gonna put a lot of the jalapeno and butter marinade in there, especially in the breast area, because you know breasts tend to dry out a lot. So we're just gonna get it everywhere. And when we're done with this part of the turkey, we're just gonna flip it over and put some more. We want to get every part of the turkey breast. When I'm done here, I'm going to move on to the leg. Let it have that, you know, juiciness as well. Now we're going to move on to the leg. I feel like a doctor, which is weird. I'm afraid of needles. Which is also weird. I love piercing, so that's weird. So I use half of the syringe on one side of the turkey leg, and I'm gonna use the other half on the other side. And I'm gonna do the same thing for the other leg. What I'm going to do now is take about a tablespoon of flour just to coat the oven bag. You hold it around, and all you do is shake it. You want to get the flour everywhere. oven's ready. I had it preheated, so that way we're not waiting to put the turkey in. You know, just heat already, put the turkey in, and you're good to go. Now that our bag is coated, remember to get rid of the excess flour. I'm just gonna put it back in my little teddy bear over here. Reminder, not to use any other bag but an oven bag, because this bag is specialized just for heat. Unlike other bags, they can cause fire. So take note. Time to put our turkey in the bag. So just, if you don't have the bag, you can always use a foil paper to cover it up to keep in all that moisture. Because we all know a dry turkey or dry chicken or meat dry in general, it's not nice. There you go. Turkey in the bag, guys. Turkey in the bag. Now we're going to add our turkey neck. We can't leave this out. Just going to place this to the bottom there. It's going to get all the juices. And then I'm going to take my cast iron pot. Just run my hand around to get some of that seasoning. See? Before I put my liquid inside of the bag with the turkey. Don't worry about my hand being messy. If your hand's not messy when you're cooking, you're not cooking. Now we're gonna add this. We're gonna let some of that juice kind of like get in where the stuffing's at, just so we can get some of the extra seasoning. And then give me a second, let me wash my hand before I tie the bag. Now that I've washed my hand, so what I did with the bag, I twist it so that way it can hold in the heat while it's cooking. And when you purchase the oven bag, it comes with these little ties. So all you do is just wrap it around there. Take this tip, you pass it through here. And all you do is pull. You pull it to adjust the distance that you want it, how tight you want it. It's kind of like a zip tie, but for turkey bags. There you go. So what we're gonna do now is put it in the oven, bake it for about 2.5 to 3 hours. And we will be having turkey soon. Hi guys, say hi to Amari. Amari, say hi to our viewers. This is a little voice that you'll be hearing in the background. Say hi. Hi. So this is a finished product of our turkey. I went ahead and take out our gravy and cook it separately to make it thicker. This is what it looks like. So what I did, after taking out the turkey and separate the gravy from it, I just went ahead and add some of the gravy on top of the turkey. Just like that. It looks so good. Just giving it a bath, basically. Yeah, Mari wanted to help, so he's in this video, sliding out of my hand. I would like to say Happy Thanksgiving. There we go. There you have it, guys, our Thanksgiving turkey from start to finish. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you can be notified whenever we post another video.